to me, there's clearly something there. If it was just dirt, dang, they got some sticky dirt in the bullpen in Chicago.
Let's charge the mound to start.
Charging the mound.
A lot of juice from the weekend. A lot of sticky stuff, too. So Edwin Diaz comes in to close it out in the ninth for the New York Metropolitans, who are 13-6 in the month of June. They did take down the Cubs in the series this weekend, but Edwin was not allowed to pitch on Sunday night. Why? Because his hand is goopy.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. And I'm a big Edwin Diaz guy, and you can zoom in on everything now, and you can figure out what guys are doing and the expectations and what's going on. And I think they did make the right decision, if you want the truth, not for nothing. His hands looked pretty sticky. It looked like he had some go-up on there. I don't know exactly what it was, but we'll hear from him and others too as well.
Yeah, we heard from Vic Carapazzo, the crew chief, who said it definitely wasn't rosin and sweat. We've checked thousands of these. I know what the feeling is. This was very sticky. So let's play the audio, the postgame from Edwin Diaz too, right after we show you what was going down here. Mets were leading 5-2. All good. Jake Diekman came in and closed out the game. Mets are on fire right now, but Diaz was disagreeing, as you can see. They eventually boot him from the game. And then post-game, Edwin Diaz really just backed what he was doing and said nothing was out of the ordinary for him. So here he is.
I just say I use the same thing always. I rock rosin, sweat, and I put my hand on the dirt a little bit because I need to have some grip on the ball. So that's why I was explaining to them, but they say it was too much thick. I understood, but at the end of the day, I was using rock rosin, sweat, and put my hand on the dirt. I was really surprised because I didn't have anything on my hand, my glove, my belt. They always check my hat, everything. And they thought that was sticky a lot. And I just say, hey, you can check my hand, smell my hand. They didn't smell anything, but they throw me out again.
AJ, innocent, guilty?
No. Can we show the picture of his hand, please?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's show the picture of his hand. I remember, what was it? Kenny Rogers was in the World Series. Kenny Rogers. Yep. And he had his hand looked like that hand. And his was pine tar. But, dude, wow. That is a lot of goop. I don't know what the goop is. If it's rosin, that's a lot of rosin and spit. And
dirt.
Sweat and dirt. But whatever. I never seen a hand. I played, I played with thousands of pitchers, and I never seen a hand look like that.
This is what I see there. Obviously, only Edwin knows what's on there. But if you see the little white that's on his hands when guys – not saying use spider tack. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when guys would use spider tack, parts of the ball would actually rip off in their hand. So that's – like, to me, there's clearly something there. If it was just dirt – dang, they got some sticky dirt in the bullpen in Chicago.
Listen,
he's going to get a 10-game suspension. That's auto when this happens.
Whatever happens, I mean, it is what it is. Nothing ever surprises me or any of us anymore. But I got to give him a little bit of credit, though. He did, he's English isn't his first language, and he did come out. He didn't have an interpreter. You could take what he says in a different way, too, as well. So I'll give him credit for that because he is an upstanding person, from getting to know him. But I think he did make a mistake here, and I think he's going to have to pay for it for those 10 games. So hopefully he can figure something out and go about his business a different way, because if he does this again, they're going to be on him. Now, after one thing happens, they're going to be looking again, and, hopefully they figure something out, because he is a really good pitcher, and I don't even think he needs that to throw well, because he is that good of a closer.
Aaron Kratz here from FT. I'm a former athlete that really pays attention to his routine. And AG1 every morning before my workouts is something that gets my day going.
Hey, Braun here. AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that delivers daily nutrients and gut health support, and it's backed by multiple research studies, so you can trust what you're putting in your body.
Unlike other products which only test their ingredients in isolation, AG1 tests their formula as a whole.
Ready for this stat? 97% of people in a research study felt more energy after 30 days of drinking AG1. If I had to recommend one product to support whole body health, it's AG1, and that's why FT is excited to have them as a new partner. Starting your journey with AG1 is a win. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/foul. That's drinkag1.com/FOUL. Go check it out, FT fam.
Yeah, then they brought Drew Smith in, and Drew Smith called his own mound visit for the trainers, pitched to one more hitter, and then they pulled him, and then they had to bring Diekman in. They were just saying, if you're watching the game, they were like, there's some dark things, some dark shadows over top of the Mets. And I'm like, what is going on? Diekman's like, Drew Smith didn't even think he needed to come into the game. And then he comes out, and then Diekman's got to get the last out, and they go to Patrick Wisdom. I was like, oh, no, don't let this game get ruined.
Here's my question. How many times did you guys in a shower after a game? By the way, my bed is made so good.
Oh, it's perfect. You didn't do it.
Very well.
Oh, military grade. But how many times did you guys see guys in the shower or after a game pitchers and they're just like scrubbing their hands to get the junk off their fingers, right? Like, I mean, there were dudes in there for like 10 minutes like, how am I going to get this off before I can go eat my food? I mean, they're just scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. That's what Edwin Diaz's hands look like. They look like he had put – listen, it might be rosin, it might be dirt. Why can't we do a test right there? We can't scrape some of that off somehow and put it in like a slide and send it off to Major League Baseball and find out what it is? Why is it such a mystery? Like, we're better than this. Technologically, we should be better than this and should be able to figure out how to figure out what was on his hands. Just scrape some off, put it in a bag, send it off, and let the world know, hey, he had rosin and dirt. Our bad, MLB.
Right, and the interpretation, though, is if it's too sticky, it's too sticky. That's how the league's going with it. We've talked about this for a year and a half now, right? No matter what is on your hands, even if they are legal substances, it can become an illegal substance if it gets too sticky on the hands. The only way to solve this in terms of a debate is to have a sticky test, like an actual test that exists. We are in 2024. That's more of like a 2052 thing. We're not there yet. But for now, we just have to go off what the umps say, and they say that he is suspended for 10 games. But Mets are rolling. One more thing from that series, they crushed Imanaga on Friday. Crushed him. Oof. They were all over his
Second time through, yes, AJ.
Second time they faced him. We've seen a pattern here with Imanaga. Second time, guys have made adjustments to him.
Okay.
They're the
so
first
we'll keep
team.
an eye on that. Yep.
First team that's seen him twice.
His ERA spiked.
Start. Paulstein's second start, he faced the same team.
No, you're right. You're right.
He's got better.
Very different. Very different arsenal. Yeah, Imanaga is close to a 3 ERA now. Got smacked the other day.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.